Yes. Hey, how's it going? This is Steve here from Now You're Cooking, and tonight today rather, I'm going to make the recipe Mexican stuffed pasta shells. The ingredients that you'll need is right here. You'll need a pound of ground beef. You can use ground beef, ground turkey, ground sausage, ground venison, ground duck, whatever freaking ground meat you feel froggy with. It'll be just as good. You need some jumbo pasta shells. Unfortunately, the grocery store that we went to was out of the jumbo pasta shells, so I'm going to use the Manicotti shells, and I'm going to see how that works with it, so y'all bear with me on that one. You'll need some corn chips. You'll need one medium onion. And the reason why I got these set here is because I'm going to make a double batch, because I have a big family. But you'll need one package of cream cheese. You'll need some taco sauce. You'll need some chili powder and shredded cheese. The more the better. And we're going to do this up, and you chop the onion. First thing, you chop the onion. You cook the shells according to the directions on the box, and put those to the side. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the ground beef. I'm going to chop the onion up, and I'm going to cook the onion with the ground beef and drain it real quick. Be right back. Alright, as you can see, I'm browning ground beef. Chopped up medium onion, and do keep in mind that I am doubling this recipe because I have a big family and they're pretty damn hungry. So the recipe calls for 1 pound of lean ground beef. Like I said before, you can use ground beef, ground turkey, whatever floats your boat. As long as it's ground, you're more than welcome to use it. Chopped up a medium to large onion. In this case, I chopped up one very large onion, and as you can see, I'm browning it, the onions and the ground beef, and then I'm going to drain this. And once it's brown and drained, I'm going to let it brown just a little bit longer. But once it's browned and drained, I'm going to add. The original recipe calls for 1.5 teaspoons of chili powder. I am actually going to use maybe 3.5 teaspoons of chili powder. And as you can also see, I got some water boiling. You cook your pasta shells. Don't have them in there yet because I'm waiting on the water to boil. But you cook the pasta shells or manicotti, such as I'm using, according to the package directions. You cook them and you put them to the side. But like I said, once I get this browned and drained with the onions, I'm going to add some chili powder to it, and we'll get right back on that. I used 2 pounds of ground beef and a large onion. Like I said, the recipe calls for 1 pound of ground beef, but as I said before, and I'll say it again, I'm doubling this recipe. And I do want to make a note that all the ingredients and all the instructions you can find in the description of this video. So you can always go back. You don't have to pause and all that. I need to take this off here. But now I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of chili powder to this, to the ground beef and onions. Just like that. And then we're going to take, the recipe calls for a quarter cup of taco sauce, and I'm using a half a cup. Again, I am Steve. Again, I am doubling this recipe. So that's a half a cup of taco sauce. Put that over there, and then I'm going to add, as a double recipe, I'm adding 2 packages of the cream cheese. And we're going to heat this up over medium heat. And we're going to let this cream cheese melt and stir it all up and get it all in the mix. And then we're going to wait for the pasta shells to get done, which I'm still waiting on the water to boil, which I probably should have started before I started anything else. But we're going to add our cream cheese to this, if I can get it open. There we go. Check that out. But yeah, we're going to take our cream cheese and we're going to add the whole package of cream cheese up in there, just like this. I love cream cheese, man. This is like the best stuff right here. This will make your tongue slap your brains out, I tell you what. But once we do this, we let the ground beef, taco seasoning, chili powder, and the cream cheese melt. Mix that all up, and then we're going to wait for the pasta, for the Manicotti is what I'm using. I usually use the jumbo pasta shells, but as I mentioned before, the grocery store unfortunately was out of the jumbo pasta shells, so I'm going to make this with the Manicotti. So we put that in here like this. Get that going on, and no, right here, Steve. And we're going to stir it up and get it all. Steve again, and I got my pasta done, and we're doing the Mexican pasta shells, stuffed pasta shells, and like I said, my grocer was out of the jumbo pasta shells, so I'm using Manicotti shells, and it's the first time I ever made this recipe with the Manicotti shells. But we got our mixture right here with the ground beef, the onions, the chili powder, and the cream cheese and the taco sauce. And I took a little sandwich baggie because I use a pastry bag, but I don't have one of those. But I took a little sandwich baggie and cut the corner off of it, and I'm going to take the pasta shell and just squeeze this in there just like that. And if necessary, I'm going to put some more over here on this other end, make it real nice and stuffed, just like that. And I'm going to lay them in this baking dish, and what you do is you use either cooking spray. You get you a baking dish, you spray it down with some cooking spray, or for instance, I didn't have any cooking spray, so I used olive oil. Just, kind of grease the pan, keep them from sticking. But once you fill them up, you stuff these shells real nice, just like that. And once you get them in the pan, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and yes, 350 degrees, and you want to cover it, and you want to bake it for 20 minutes. And once this is done, after 20 minutes, I'll be back and I'll show you the rest of the recipe. Steve here. Now you're cooking TV, and I just had these in the oven at 350 degrees. Covered for 20 minutes, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some taco sauce here, and I'm going to after I took them out of the oven after baking for 20 minutes, I'm going to take this and I'm going to sprinkle it on here just like that. And I usually take a spoon and kind of get it on there just a little bit better than that, but I've still got another pan to do, so I'm going to try to save some of this. So you do that there, and then we're going to take some cheese, shredded cheese, if I can get the damn thing open. Bear with me, folks. We're going to take some shredded cheese here. As soon as I get the damn bag open. Yeah, my cameraman Bill Miller, he's like trying not to laugh, but you know, it happens. But you take the cheese and you sprinkle some cheese on here, any kind of cheese to do. I'm actually using the cheddar. I'm using cheddar cheese on these. You can use a Mexican blend, you can use mozzarella, you know, whatever floats your boat, man. It does not matter. You know, I've always believed that, you know, cooking is the art of cooking is being creative. You know, so you know, you can add, you can omit anything you want to any recipe, and it's going to be good, man. You know, it's you cook the way you want to eat, pretty much, you know. But you sprinkle your cheese on here, real nice like this. You can put as much or as little cheese on these as you want. It does not matter. It does not care. It's all going to the same place, coming out the same holes, as my grandpa used to say. Then you take some corn chips, and while I was preparing all this, I had my cameraman Billy he just took the bag, took a rolling pin, just crushed these corn chips up. But you take these and you sprinkle corn chips on them. Just like this, you know, and again, you put as little or as much of these corn chips on here as you want. It does not matter, does not care. I like to put quite a bit of them on there because I like it like that. And then, if you want, you can take a little bit more cheese, sprinkle them on there like that. And what you're going to do once you're done with this is you're going to put them back in that 350-degree oven. You're going to want to put them back in the 350-degree oven, uncovered, for another 10 minutes. And once that's done, it's pretty much ready to eat. You can let them cool for a little bit, but when you get ready to serve, you garnish them with some sour cream, some chopped green onions, whatever you like. It does not matter. It's all up to you. The art of cooking is being creative, folks, just like I said before. So here you go, folks. Mexican stuffed pasta shells using manicotti instead of the pasta shells, which I actually found to work a lot better with the as you seen earlier, I used a sandwich bag as like a pastry bag to stuff the shells, which and the pasta and the manicotti, which is actually, in my book, a lot easier. So so there you go, folks. Mexican stuffed pasta, manicotti, pasta shells, whatever you like. But there you go. Now you're cooking. I'm Steve Nichols. Cameraman's Bill Miller. Keep on cooking. Peace.